Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's a windy day today. I think we're going to get blown away. The car might even get blown away. It's a good 50 miles per hour winds today up here in Scotland. So I've just bought this, I would say, really nice BMW E60 a few weeks ago. And it's one of these cars, again, needs a bit of work, needs a bit of love. But we're getting somewhere with it, and it's 20 years old. It's a 54 plate. It's got a full service history. It didn't come with these alloys on it. I put these alloys on it because I had really horrible aftermarket alloys on it. But I just wanted to do a little video just to say, is it worth buying an old BMW, especially if it's 20 years old? Would you do it? And it's still worth it? Probably the worst bit in the bodywork in this car, I'm not kidding you, is the stone chip here. But it's really nice condition, really nice condition. Can you hear that wind? Hope you can hear me. Beautiful car. It's got its problems, obviously, but I think it could be a keeper. This one. It's missing a tone eye cover off there, but it's got smoked BMW badges. That's maybe I'm probably a wee bit old for that. Might change them back to the original BM badges, but overall she's in really good condition. There's like no rust. There's a tiny bit. Is it inside? Maybe the other side. On that arch there, it's tiny, absolutely tiny. So I think it's a bargain for what I paid for it. Inside, everything's in really good condition. All the leather's good. There's no bolster wear or anything like that. It's a stick-on M-Sport badge. I might take that off. But for 20 years old, it came originally. It's up in Scotland now, the car. But I think it came from the West Midlands area. There's a stack full of paperwork, MOT, service history. I've actually spoke to the original owner who had it about 6 years ago maybe. He was really nice, and he told me a lot about the car, what he'd done to it. And then it ended up in Edinburgh, and I bought it. These are actually BMW. I think it was the chap who had it about 5-6 years ago, went into BM and put these kidney grills on. So they're not actually eBay ones. I found the receipt. Actually quite, I think it's quite. That wasn't really me, as I say, but it's actually quite nice. And a nice guy who I met on one of the forums offered me these alloys he had sitting about, which they do need refurbed. They're a bit flaky there, so I might do them in graphite again. But I just think it's such a nice car. Such a nice car. For what I paid for it, I mean, I really didn't pay a lot of money for this car at all. And I'm really happy with it. It's one of these, well, put it this way, it was under £2,000. But I think it was a bargain, to be honest. And I think I might keep a hold of it. There is a lot of spec in this car when it came from the factory. I've had a few BMW E60s before, and I've not got the folding mirrors, so that's a bonus. And just a wee bit of hoover inside. We'll get in here. And also, unfortunately only came with one key, typically. And there's the usual BMW faults in it, which I'll show you. There's one came up already. and the usual BMW chime to let you know there's faults. They're all coming up now. The one thing in this car that I like, that not a lot of them have got, is this head-up display, which is, I think it's pretty cool for a 20-year-old car, you know. Fortunately it's not got the heated seats, automatic. If it had the heated seats now it would be a bonus. I like my heated seats. There's a stick on BMW M Sport badge there. I might take that off, we'll see what happens. But that's absolutely, I think it was a guy that had it about 5 or 6 years ago. Judging by the paperwork, it's all, I'm not going to show you the service history because it's all in his name, but there's a big massive folder of service history by, I think it was 2 lads that had it, but I managed to speak to one of the owners. I managed to get a hold of his number and I sent him a text, and he kindly got back to me and he told me all about the car, so it was nice to speak to him and I really appreciate it. If he ever watches this video, he was really nice, the guy. So this is the faults on the car now. It's the front, I'm not sure if it's that chap I know or the guy that I bought it off of, but there's been a lot of non-canvas lights fitted in the front and they're flinging up faults in the dash. So I've more or less changed all the lights at the front with different bulbs. I'm just slowly getting there. The fog light bulbs that's coming up. So obviously, oh, I dropped my phone, sorry, just throw that over there. So obviously if you want to see what faults are on your car, if you go into the iDrive and go into, let's see, info sources, yeah, and then head down to service. I just actually serviced the car. I've changed oil and the air filter looked like it had never been changed for years, so I've changed that. So in these front brake, the front brakes are really bad in it. They are, you put your foot in the brake and they're warped, so I'll get them fixed. Back brakes are back pads are a bit low, so I'll get them done. So if you go into the service, obviously it's coming up red front brake pads, which we know. Everything else seems okay. And here's your list of dreaded BMW faults. So brake pads replaced, which is the front ones. Fog light front right failure. That's because it's got like a Chinese aftermarket bulb in it that's coming out. There's a problem with the seat belt on this side, which is a common fault. I need to delve into that. I think it's something to do with the occupancy sensor, but if anybody could tell me in the comments below, if you're watching this video, if you've got a BM, if you could comment below and let me know if you've ever had this fault coming up, the seatbelt SRS fault. PDC failure, the old good old parking sensors. There's a parking sensor out somewhere, so I need to fix that. And again, front fog light left failure, which is because it's got aftermarket eBay crappy cheap bulbs in it, so they're coming out eventually once I get a better day. When I first got the car as well, the sat nav wasn't working. I know it's old and outdated, but I actually managed to get a disc on eBay. Oh yep, an original sat nav disc, and I thought that was only like a tenner or something, and I thought, is this going to work? No, my luck, it'll not work when I put the disc in, but it actually does work. Wait, so I've got sat nav, which is good because it's nice to have it working, you know. So I'll show you another fact, I'll show you the front fogs. We'll go back out into the wind, put the window down. I don't know about you guys, but we only have the one key. I remember years ago I had a car and I shut the door and I left the key in ignition, and all the door locks went down and I was stuck. So outside the car, that's another thing. It's got a horrible LED crappy bulb in there. That'll be coming out eventually. Come back outside in the cold. She runs really well, really well. So we've got LED lights. They've got ballast in them, so I'm not taking them out. Fog lights, crappy bulbs. They're obviously coming up the dash. But yeah, really nice car. Bodywork's fantastic. Fantastic condition. Quite sure. Everything else is all working perfectly. So yeah, I think it was worth it buying a 20-year-old BMW this time. And it's still a bit of a head turner, I think. It's still a bit of a head turner, you know. So yeah, I think I might keep it and just do it up. I'll get all the brakes sorted. It's just one of these cars, you know yourself, if you buy a, if you're a BMW fan, or an Audi fan, or German car fan, or whatever. Oh, put the window up. Even the windows work. Put the fog lights off. It's one of these things, you know, when you're buying an old 20-year-old car, it's if, what's it going to be like? But I think it's definitely worth them. This is another. Oh, it's obviously had the old phone in it. Locking wheel key, which when I bought the car I couldn't find it. So I think it's a bit of a bargain for a 20-year-old BMW. You can let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think it was a bargain? Under 2,000, or is it going to be a money pit? I think it'll be okay. Seems to run okay. It's been, that's another thing as well, just quickly before I go, it's been remapped, and I asked the owner who I bought it off in Edinburgh, did he have any paperwork or proof that it had been remapped, and there was no proof. So it is fast. It's a bit of a flying machine, to be honest. So I don't know what it's been remapped to. I don't know what the brake horsepower in it is. So you can maybe let me know in the comments below if you can take it somewhere, and I suppose somebody might put it on one of the rolling roads. They may be able to tell you or plug it in. So, but anyway, that's all in the future. I'll try and get all these lights out. That's obviously the brake light. That's the front brake pads. I'll try and get these lights out. I'll do a wee bit more delving on the internet and see a bit. And it's got the usual. That's broken. I actually found that in the boot, you know, the cup holder. So I'll see if I can get another couple of them. But it's 20, as I say, the car's 20 years old, so. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm just trying to do some car YouTube videos, and so if you could give it a wee like and a subscribe, I'll do some more. I've got another couple of cars on the go. I always buy unloved cars and try and turn them round and get them looking nice again before and after. I might do a little video in this car again once I get all the lights out, and I'll let you know how I got on. But everything works fine. Everything works perfect in the car. There's a bit of an oil leak as well, but we'll get there. We'll get there with that. Just need to get up on the ramp. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and yeah, please, if you don't mind giving it a little like or a subscribe or a little comment just to help me on my way, that would be appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.